There's probably two starting points for companies looking to develop a better customer experience. One is understanding what your aspiration is, what you're trying to do, what are you going to stand for, right? So it's a bit about coming together to say, okay, for our company, how are we going to put the customer in the center of what we do, and what do we aspire to do for them? You need alignment. You need it to be a company priority. If it's not a top 3 CEO priority, customer experience is probably not going to be a big change in your company. So that's number one. Number two, you need to understand what matters. So for customers, understanding what they want, what they need, what they're looking for, what they're buying from you, and what they're not buying from you, that's essential. What matters? What do they need? And then understanding the priority of that. So we always look at baselining importance versus satisfaction. That gives you a priority. That gives you where your highest ROI is to be able to go after and solve the right journeys for the right segments. And that's the key to do it. More than ever, we have tools today to combat the complexity of what goes on in an organization to try to solve for journeys. For instance, big data, it's a buzzword, but what it means is that we have ways to now tie together hundreds of data sources that might have very different IT systems, some new, some very old, to actually build up what's going on in a journey, what's working and what's not, using real analytics. You couldn't do that 10 years ago. And then you need the continuous improvement mindset. So you need to actually have the frontline change management thinking. You need to have people who know how to take that action, take that feedback, and go do something different with it. In one sense, it's closing the loop with the customer. In another sense, it's looking at the bigger trends that might take you in a different direction with your journey design. But it's actually turning feedback into action. We see that if you get customer experience right, you drive loyalty, you drive reduced churn, and therefore you're driving new revenue and incremental revenue. And so this is the idea of stacked wins, better revenue, lower cost, more engaged employees. That's the value of customer experience.